Okay, so that's weird. Where was Jean-Michel Trogneux when he was 15, 16, 17? He also says that he had so many absences while he was at this school. Then we fast forward to 1967, and at the age of 23, we know that Jean-Michel Trogneux is in Germany at that Speyer Club again. I want you to also know that that is in the Rhineland, okay? That's the area that caused a lot of drama during World War II, right? German Rhineland. We also know, like I said earlier, that he held this rank of sergeant. But Xavier Poussard, in his book, Becoming Brigitte, is unequivocal about exactly who Jean-Michel Trogneux is. He wants you to know that Jean-Michel Trogneux becomes Brigitte. He wrote this, and I quote, "Therefore, we can conclude that Jean-Michel Trogneux has been living under the civil birth identity of his sister, Brigitte Trogneux, since at least 1986. Logically, then, Sebastian, Laurence, and Typhon Ozier, Brigitte's children, are administratively his nephews." That's remarkable that he wrote that in the book, because Xavier Poussard was never sued for defamation. Why is that? Why hasn't Xavier Poussard, if that is the wrong information, been sued for defamation? He is a French citizen. That would make the most sense. That is a clue, you guys, okay? President Macron, who is panicking at the moment, was unable to really offer an explanation for this lawsuit in America. He said that it was because the story had become so big in America, they had to do something. The story had become so big in America that they had to do something. That, my friends, is another clue. I'll tell you this, when you panic, you tend to make mistakes. Even before we had jumped into this series, the Macrons had already sent lawyers. They had already sent investigators to look into me. Emmanuel Macron flew to the United States to speak to Trump shortly thereafter. So we have to ask ourselves, what is it in particular about my voice and my reach within America that has the Élysée Palace so concerned?